Now, ito naman yung last. Open ko lang yung PowerPoint Ayan, parang ito yan. Ito yung side view. Ito yung top view. Ito naman yung isometric view. And then, kapag tatanggalin mo yan, makikita mo yung glue. Ayan. Project ka ng lines dyan. And then, ito essentially yung glue. Tapos, ibalik natin. Ayan. So, kaya meron tayong tatlong conditions para dito. First, merong tensile working stress para sa plywood. Ito yan. Yung nasa itaas saka ilalim. Tapos, yung board naman, ito yung nasa gitna. And then, yung glue naman is yung glue dyan. Essentially, this one. The glue has a working shear stress na 50 psi. So again, if we are to cut this one right here, dito sa gitna, then ito yung lalabas na FBD. P dyan, tapos ito naman P over 2, saka ito rin. So this is in the dimension of B, and then ito naman yung thickness. Tapos ito naman 5.75, 1.75. Essentially, ito yung gusto nating i-analyze. Ito na lang pala. Copy ko na lang pala yung objects. Ayan. So again, ito yung plywood. And then our cutting section is parang ganito. Yan. And then ito yung board. Tapos yung glue naman, copy ko ito yung sa glue. So, di ba, this is in the dimension of B. Tapos, ito naman, this is 5.75 inches. Ayan. So, I hope na malinaw lang yung figure. So, a joint is made daw by gluing two plywood gussets of thickness T to wood boards. Ito yung wood boards, ito yung plywood. And then the tensile working stresses are 2000 psi for the plywood, 700 psi for the boards, itong dalawa. And then the working shear stress for the glue is 50 psi. Determine the dimension B and T so that the joint is as strong as the boards. Now, ano yung nature ng tanong na to? Yung sa boards, alam na natin yung stress dyan. So, kailangan, essentially, the same yung strength ng joint saka yung sa boards. So, yung first natin masosolve is yung P para sa boards. Diba? Kasi given na yung dimensions. If ito yung P natin, axial stress, diba? Yung binigay is tensile working stress ng board. We have 700 para sa boards. So, based on the board, we have 700 psi, pounds per square inch. We have our force P, and then divided by, ano yung area niya? Perpendicular area is 1.75 multiplied by 5.75. Yung area ng triangle na yan. I mean, rectangle pala. Ayan. So, 1.75 times 5.75. Tapos, inches squared yan. Now, aligned yung dalawa. Nasa denominator yung inches squared, saka ito rin. So, magka-cancel yan sila. So, solving P, this is 700 times 1.75 multiplied by 5.75. So, this is 7,043.75. So, this is in pounds. Now, if 7,043.75 pounds yung kaya ng boards, kailangan yan din yung kaya ng plywood saka ng glue. But again, 7,043.75 will be divided by 2 kapag andito ka na sa plywood. But essentially, ito dapat yung P na dadalhin din ng plywood saka ng glue. Kasi as strong kasi. Diba? Kailangan same lang. So, based on the plywood muna tayo. Plywood. Ayan. So, for the plywood, the working stress, tensile working stress is 2,000. 2,000 PSI. So, we would have 2,000 pounds per square inch. Ayan. And then, the force carried by the plywood is only P over 2. Or half of P. So, P divided by 2. And then, ano yung area niya? Area ng plywood is this one. Ito yung cross-sectional area niya. Diba? Kapag titingnan mo siya from this side. So, ano yung area na yan? Diba? This is the unknown thickness, T. Tapos, ito naman, still, 5.75 pa rin yan. 5.75 inches. So, T multiplied by 5.75 pala. 5.75. Ayan. Tapos, yung P natin, this is 7,043.75. Ayan. Divided by 2. So, 2,000 and then equals 7,043.75 divided by 2, then divided by x times 5.75. So, solving T, this is 0.30625. Tapos, naka-inch. Ayan. Now, to solve B naman, we have to consider the working shear stress of the glue. 50 PSI daw. So, based on the glue, diba, ito yung force P. Ayan. This is our force P. This is the area parallel to the force. Diba? Kasi kapag shear stress, kailangan parallel area. Now, yung glue, 50 PSI yung working shear stress. Ayan. And then, our force is 7,043.75. Ayan. For a while, meron palang glue yung ano dito. Yung nasa ilalim din. Yes, meron din glue yung sa ilalim. Essentially. So, kapag merong glue dyan, dalawa yung resisting forces. So, essentially, parang double shear. Diba? Kasi tatlong plates kasi yan. Meron kang resisting shear force dyan, saka dito. So, V, saka V. So, summation of forces horizontal, we would have 2V is equal to P. So, madidivide pala yan by 2, yung P. Or essentially, pwede mong i-treat as dalawang shear areas. So, 2 times, ano pala yan? 2 times 5.75, this one, multiplied by B. So, times B. Ayan. So, 50 equals 7,043.75. Then, divided by 2 times 5.75 multiplied by B. So, solving B, this is 12.25. Tapos, inches. So, ito pala dapat yung dimensions para equal lang yung force na madadala ng lahat. Ayan. So, I hope na malinaw lang yung two cutting planes. Kasi again, meron ding glue dyan sa ilalim. Hindi ko na lang pinakita. Sige, so ito lang muna. Ito talaga yung mga importanteng cases para sa shear stress. So mostly, yung mahirap lang sa problems would be yung statics na portion and then also yung analysis sa double shear saka single shear. Lalo na sa mga figures na to. Kapag meron kang two cutting planes. Now yung nasa book ni Pytel, naka-single shear lang. The same bolted connection, but naka-single shear. Ito, naka-double shear kasi yan. Kaya, minultiply natin yung shear areas by 2. Ayan. Tapos, iniba ko rin yung thickness ng top plate, middle plate, saka bottom plate para holistic talaga yung discussion. Sige, so, next live natin is bearing stress. But, hindi pa ako makaka-promise na I can conduct it tomorrow. Since nag-start na kasi yung classes namin. So baka sa weekends na lang. Or before major exams. So again, salamat sa mga nag-attend. Hopefully marami kayong natutunan.